The last thing for this section are imaginary elegies, dedicated to Robert Blazer. There's an epigraph of William Butler Yeats' vision. All that man knows and needs to know is found in birthplaces. Imaginary elegy number 1. Imaginary elegy number 1. Poetry almost blinds like a camera is allowed to fight only for a second. Click, snap goes the eyelid or the eye before a movement, almost as the word happens. One would not choose to blink or go blind after the instant. One would not choose to see the continuous platonic pattern of birds flying long after the stream of birds that drop or had nested. Lucky for us that there are natural things like oceans which are always around. Continuous disciplined subjects to human sight. Sea, moon, and sun, and nothing else. Other things are less impatient, won't rest through the interval of perception. They go about their business as if we didn't have to see them. When I praise the sun or any bronze god derived from it, don't think I wouldn't rather praise the very tall bronze boy who ate all of my potato chips in the red blizzard. It's just that I will see him when I open my eyes and I will see the sun. Sea, moon, and sun are always there when the eyes are open. Consistent as breakfast. One can only justify these cheap eternals by their support of what is absolutely temporary. The blonde boy, like the bird, although moving, is given a sort of fictive presence to this scenery. He is bathed in the deepest and bluest of waters, live upon her sweet limbs. He has been tactically conjured through all of love's possible meanings until he is almost the Moses, here and nearly alive. Bleached by the apple in the sun until he is white as coal. White as my blindness, an arctic circle of absolute dreaming, complete with polar bears and Santa Claus rich with eyes. It is as if we conjure the dead and they speak only through our own damned company, through our damned medium. Voice sounds blonde and tall. Voice sounds blonde and tall.
I'm Barnacle Bill. I sank with the Titanic. I rose in sunny heaven.
Voice sounds blonde, sounds tall, sounds blonde and tall. Everything which we have lost or forgotten. Men used to say that all lost objects stay upon the moon, untouched by any other eye but God's. The moon is God's big yellow eye, remembering what we have lost and never thought. That's why the moon looks raw and ghostly in the dark. If the camera shots at every instant in the world, they bear an eternal yellow cold. It is the objects that we never saw. It is the dodos flying into the snow, the fruits of bafflement, agreement, sin, and did not even see themselves. The moon is meant for lovers. Lovers lose themselves in others and do not see themselves. However, the moon does. The moon is not a yellow camera. It perceives what wasn't, what undoes, what will not happen. It's not a sharp and clicking eye of glass and wood. Just old, slow, infinite exposure of the negative that cannot happen. God's old eyes are being shot with ice instead of blood. Fear its inhuman mirror blanked its luring lovers. Fear God's moon for hexing, sticking pins in forgotten dolls. For it for wolves, for witches, dragons, lunacy, for parlor tricks. The world is full of watching witches witching the world up. The witch-like virgin god, Diana being neither witch nor virgin, is the moon god. Even her sex changes. She is a black bitch dog. Look, she has yellow tips. Even her color changes. But she doesn't exist. When the poem is over, she is a nice, pretty poet with pink lips and blue eyes and an elegant wardrobe. Into the moon she goes. The world is full of watching witches witching the world up. The witch-like evil goddess Hecate being neither witch nor evil, the moon god. Even his sex changes. He is an old black werewolf shark on berry bush. But he doesn't exist. When the poem is over, he is an anxious poet with a few delusions, kind of rabbit. The world is full of witch-hunting bitches watching the world upside down. The dragon playing hero figure being neither dragon slayer nor hero of the moon tribe. Even his sex changes. He is a huge black Valkyrie looping all over hell for a lover. But he doesn't exist. When the poem is over, he is just no slip, killed no dragon. He is merely the poet at the end of his poem. Evil somehow exists in the relation between the remembered and the forgotten, between the moon and the earth and the infant. Evil somehow exists in the relation between what happens and what never happens, between the poet and God's yellow eye. Look through the window at the real moon. Don't see the skies around, bruised with rage. But look now at this room. See the shape change. Wood, bear, and otter, dragon, dove. Look now at this room. See the shape change. Flying, crawling, swimming, bird gets with beauty. Hear the whistling. Imaginary elegy number 3. God's other eye is good as gold, so bright it shines blind. His eye is accurate. His burnished eye is served with bright and blinding shine and shine. Now, accurate as swooping bird, the burnished eye is shining back. God's goodness is a black and blinding cannibal of sunny himself. Deny the light. God's birth eye is free. It is clanging back with living brass. Light the carrion so. Cawing, cawing. Then there's a sudden stop. The day changes. There's an innocent old sun, quite cold as clouds. The ache of sunshine stops. God is gone. God is gone. Nothing was quite as good. It's getting late. Put on your coat. It's getting dark. It's getting cold. Most things happen in twilight. When the sun goes down and the moon hasn't come and the bats are flying. Most things happen when God isn't looking. When God is blinking between good and evil and the bats are flying. Most things happen in twilight when things are easy and God is blind, which I guess is bad. The boys stretched out above the swimming pool receive the sun. Their groins are pressed against the warmth of the cement. They dream with their bodies dream. Unblind the dreamers, for they ache with sun. Wake them with twilight. They're like lobsters now, hot, red, and private while they dream. They dream about themselves. They dream of dreams about themselves. They dream of dreams about themselves. Splash through the sunset like a red bat. Unblind the dreamers. Poet, be like God. Fourth and last elegy. Yes, be like God. I wonder what I thought when I wrote that. The dreaming stag of death has been 5 years thickest on their flesh or on my eyes. Splash them with what? Should I throw rocks at them to make their naked private bodies sleep? No, let them sleep. This much I've learned in these 5 years, which I've spent on earth. Time does not finish a poem. Dummies in the empty funhouse watch the tides wash in and out. The fickle moon shines through the rotten timbers every night. This much is clear, they think. The men who made us twitch and creak and put the laughter in our throats are just as cold as we. The lights are out. The lights are out. You'll smell the golden smell. The smell of salt, urine, sleep. How much I've learned in these 5 years of life spent in earth. Time does not finish a poem. What have I gone to bed with all these years? What have I taken crying in the bed for love of me? Only the shadows of the sun and moon, the dreaming boys, their creeping images, only myself. If there's some rhetoric to make me think that I have kept a house while playing doll, as much I've learned in these 5 years of what I've spent in earth, that two-eyed monster God is still above. I saw him once when I was young, and once when I was scared with madness, or was scared and mad because I saw him once. He is the sun and moon made real with eyes. He is the photograph of everything at once, the love that makes the blood run cold. But he is gone, no realer than old poetry. This much I've learned in these 5 years of what I've spent and earned. Time does not finish a poem. Upon the earth amusement pier, I watch the creeping darkness gather in the west. Above the giant funhouse and the ghosts, I hear the seagulls call. They're going west towards some great Catalina of the dream where all poems end. But does it end? The birds